Marcos Alonso has revealed he's likely to remain at Chelsea this summer. In an exclusive interview with Onda Cero, Marcos Alonso has said that he would like to play in Spain next season, but has nothing to complain about at Chelsea. The Spain international has spent the last 6 seasons with the West London Giants. He has been a quality signing for them with 29 goals and 23 assists from 212 appearances. Despite his impressive returns, there has always been criticism from some Chelsea fans over his defensive work, and he could pursue a new challenge ahead of next season. Speaking to Onda Cero, Alonso has revealed his desire to play in the Spanish La Liga, but emphasized that he does not have any control with 1 year remaining on his contract. He said, "Not at the moment. On paper I have 1 more year of contract and that is what it is until today. I have already said other times that I would like to, but it does not depend entirely on me. There are 2 games left here and then it's time to rest." The former Fiorentina man added that he does not have anything to complain about at Chelsea and insisted that he is happy and sincere with his commitment to the Blues. Alonso added, "I've played 50 games, we've been world champions, we've been unlucky in the cup finals. I can't complain about anything at Chelsea, but the desire to play in Spain is there. It's not entirely up to me and I'm happy at Chelsea. I am sincere. It remains to be seen where Alonso's future lies. Barcelona are interested in him, but Chelsea are unlikely to sanction his exit on the cheap with his importance to the team." Chelsea have confirmed that Saul Niguez will return to Atletico Madrid this summer. Chelsea loanee Saul Niguez is set to return to Atletico Madrid after completing his spell at Stamford Bridge, according to reports in Spain. The 27-year-old made 23 appearances during his time at the club, scoring a single goal against Luton Town in the FA Cup. According to Spanish news outlet Marca, Saul has returned to Atletico Madrid and will stay at his parent club. The Blues signed Saul 5 minutes after deadline day in August, agreeing a €5 million loan fee with an €30 million option to purchase. However, it looks unlikely that Thomas Tuchel's side will exercise their right to buy the Spaniard after an underwhelming spell in London. The 27-year-old struggled to overtake Jorginho, N'Golo Kante or Mateo Kovacic as first-choice options in midfield, while Ruben Loftus-Cheek was often preferred as a rotation option. Now, Marca believe that the Spanish midfielder will return to his parent club and fight to get back into Diego Simeone's plans for next season. His time at Chelsea was not a complete disaster, happy to play his role as a backup player in the squad while he went on to lift the Club World Cup in Abu Dhabi in February. When asked if he would change anything about his spell at Chelsea, Saul gave an honest reply. "The only way I can change anything is by continuing to work and, when I have the opportunity, to take it, because in the first months I didn't take that opportunity. I'm focused on the work, I don't give up, and when I have the opportunity next and deliver, then I can ask a bit more of the head coach." However, the opportunities were limited for the Atletico man as he returns to his parent club ahead of the new season. Jules Kounde will join Chelsea before the end of the month, according to reports. According to Estadio Deportivo, the Blues should secure the deal for the Frenchman before the end of the month, making him one of the first signings of the Todd Boehly era. Kounde was widely reported to be joining Thomas Tuchel's side last summer, however the deal fell through as negotiations reached their final stages. Despite this, the France international has remained on the club's radar, and now they are looking to finally get the deal over the line for a fee in the region of £55 million. Estadio Deportivo claim the move is now inevitable, and, barring a major surprise, Kounde will be a Chelsea player before the end of the month. There had been brief doubts over the possibility of the signing, after Sevilla confirmed the departure of their other first-choice centre-back Diego Carlos to Aston Villa. The Brazilian joined for a reported fee of £26 million. However, the Spanish side are reported to be undertaking a total reconstruction of its defensive wall, with supporters keen on Galatasaray's Marçal as a replacement. Chelsea meanwhile could be in for their own defensive reshuffle this summer, with Andreas Christensen and Cesar Azpilicueta rumoured to be joining Antonio Rudiger in leaving Stamford Bridge. The signing of Kounde might not be the only incoming at the back for the Blues, with Matthijs de Ligt also rumoured to be a target. The Dutch international has not quite reached the heights he hit when at Ajax, and is reported to be stalling on signing a new deal at Juventus. Chelsea and Tottenham are both interested in Inter defender Milan Skriniar. Chelsea and Tottenham have been handed a blow in their bid to land Inter Milan defender Milan Skriniar. Both the Blues and Spurs have been heavily linked with the centre-back this summer due to the Slovakian's contract situation. Skriniar is out of terms next summer, and that means Inter may be tempted to sell him if a new contract cannot be agreed. That has left Chelsea and Tottenham monitoring the situation closely, but both clubs have been dealt a blow. That's because the defender has now addressed his future, making it pretty clear he would prefer to stay where he is. I'd love to do something similar to what Marek Hamsik did at Napoli. My future is at Inter, I have a contract and nothing has changed, he told Pravda via Football Italia. There are transfer rumors every 6 months, but there's nothing specific. I am very satisfied at Inter. Hamsik spent 12 years at Napoli, and Skriniar is almost halfway there, spending 5 years with Inter so far. The 27-year-old clearly wants to stay at San Siro long term, and that means Chelsea and Tottenham will miss out, unless Inter decide otherwise. A potential blow for both teams, but the centre-back market does seem to be a crowded one this summer, so they should have other options. Chelsea have reportedly entered the race for Manchester City forward Gabriel Jesus. With Todd Boehly's £4.25 billion takeover of the Blues completed, the club are set to target 2 marquee signings to mark the beginning of the new era. And with the Brazilian due to leave the Etihad following the arrivals of Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez, the Blues could swoop to secure his services. It comes as Billy Gilmour has been warned that he could become the next Barry Bannon, if his performances do not improve for both club and country. And Real Madrid are set to benefit from Chelsea's transfer gamble last summer. The Brazilian has been linked with a summer move to Arsenal, although Real Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur and Atletico Madrid are also thought to be interested in him. And Chelsea have now reportedly joined the chase for the forward ahead of his blockbuster summer move. The Blues struggled up front last season and now have cash to spend following the Todd Boehly-led consortium's takeover of the club. Chelsea keeping tabs on AC Milan forward Rafael Leao. Chelsea are keeping tabs on AC Milan's Portuguese forward Rafael Leao, 90 Minutes understands. The Blues are ready to allow Romelu Lukaku to leave the club this summer, while the long-term futures of Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic are also far from certain. Barcelona's Ousmane Dembele is a prime target and the club are hopeful he will soon complete a Bosman-free transfer, but manager Thomas Tuchel wants additional reinforcements to bolster his forward options. 90 Minutes has learned that one player Chelsea have been looking at is Leao, who was named Serie A's most valuable player after a fantastic individual season helped Milan overcome rivals Inter to win the title for the first time since 2011. Leao finished the campaign with 14 goals and 10 assists, and although he often plays out wide, the 22-year-old is also capable of playing as a central striker. 90 Minutes understands that Milan, who are under new ownership as of last week, are trying to tie Leao to a new long-term contract after Real Madrid and Manchester City were also linked with a possible move. Milan are willing to treble the wages of the Portugal international, as well as trying to replace his current release clause which currently stands at €150 million. Last week technical director Paolo Maldini insisted that Milan had no intention of allowing their prized asset depart the San Siro, stating, "Is Leao unsellable? Of course, he is a diamond that is still in the rough, who has shown great improvements from one year to the next. We took him from Lille for just 24 million and we immediately put a clause of 150 million on him because we believed in him. It is clear that if in the future Milan will not be at Leao's level or Leao will not be at Milan level, things will change. But in this moment the growth is exponential for the club and for him."
That is all Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.